So then we need to go to the next time that verse was mentioned, and that's in Isaiah 34:11, where it's mentioned with the word confusion and emptiness. And just to let you know what's going on in this verse is I'm talking about the fall of a proud nation. So the Edomites, the descendants of Esau, were participating in the destruction of Jerusalem by the Babylonians. They were celebrating the Israelites' defeat. They already had animosity against Israel, and with all of what they were doing led to their demise. Now, Obadiah message to Edom, which his book is only one chapter, really gives you an understanding of proud nations and what happens. So when we look at Obadiah's message to Edom, the proud nation, we can see that they had arrogance, and that led to their destruction. They really felt like they had a strong defense, that they had wisdom and strength, and was ignoring God, and that led to their fall. So that's what 3 is saying. And then the verse below it talks about their alliances. They felt like they had a good alliance with other countries, but the alliances turned on them, came in like robbers, and just without them even realizing it. And when we even look at that today, just to make it relevant, a lot of countries have alliances, but they're not really reliable. I mean, you can't put your sole trust, in, especially political, in alliances, because it can lead to dangerous situations. And when you're putting your trust in alliances and not putting your trust in God, that's going to lead to judgment, especially if you're a country that's supposed to be built on beliefs in God. In God, we trust, that type of government. In verse 8, you can see that they were seeking out wise men out of Edom. So they were seeking out experts, people that had influence to come in to get an understanding of what they were doing wrong to help them. And this was also a part of their downfall. And I really wanted to bring out those 3 points today when it came down to this nation falling, because if you think about it, you might be seeing this today, looking at countries that has a lot of arrogance and pride in their defenses. They can't be touched, their armies, looking at ones that are looking for experts to give them help, people that are in influence, and then thinking they are having strong alliances, not realizing that most people have alliances just to benefit themselves and not really the other countries. Most countries are like that. They want to make sure they have support themselves. So we need to look at that to see that the Edomites were doing these things, and they became tohu or bohu, or without form and void, they were no more. And this is still true today. You can Google it, you can look it up. The Edomites do not have no country, no kingdom. They will give you some idea of where they might be scattered, but they are no more. So we see this. The next time that phrase is brought up is Jeremiah 4:23. And just a reminder, these are physical things that have happened. Because remember, Old Testament is physical. So the earth was up without form and void, that was physical. Now the Edomites, their area, their kingdom, their government is gone. That's physical, wiped out. So now we're going to look at Jeremiah 4:23. And this is talking about Judah's fall, including the kingdom and the temple. So right there at void, same word, and without form. So right there, same phrase. And Jeremiah 24:23 and the book of Joel, I told you Joel was going to come up again, shares a vision of the day of the Lord. Both books use imagery to describe the coming day of the Lord, the time of God's judgment and salvation. So in Jeremiah 23, it describes a scene of devastation and chaos, similar to when the earth looked that way in the beginning. And in a statement, I looked at the earth and it was formless and empty, and at the heavens, and their light was gone. This highlights the severity of God's judgment on Judah because of their disobedience.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety. Join us for this free mini-course and gain a profound new perspective on biblical Hebrew. theexplanation.com/naked.